Welcome to the AFTERBUZZ TV Powerless show. We didn't meet Batman. We did find a Batarang. We're still looking for love, obviously. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's a party in here as we took it all the way back to 2003? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
We're old, and it's been a long time. But welcome to the Powerless After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV. I am Joelle Monique. You can find me all over the internet at Joelle Monique and every week at blackgirlnerds.com. And this is my wonderful panel.
Hey guys, I'm Chae Jones. You can find me at Real Chae Jones on Twitter and Instagram.
What's up, guys? I'm Alex Suaraz, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Real Alex Suaraz.
And this week we have a very special guest in the studio. Yay! You might remember Michael Cohen from 2 weeks ago when he played the head of HR for Wayne Industries. How are you doing today, Michael?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me. Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You were one of our favorite guest characters on the show so far. We had rip-roaring good times talking about your episode.
Oh, thanks.
We really appreciate you coming in. Can you tell us a little bit about what it is like on the set? Is it a fun, goofy kind of set? Is it a little more serious and reserved? What are we dealing with?
I split the difference.
Okay.
I mean, it's they're really efficient. Really, really efficient. Everybody amazing. Super, super nice people. The cast is just, I mean, when you're a guest star on a set and you've got the regulars, they can, it's not always like, you kind of have to just sort of sit back, but they were all inviting, super nice. I just felt like one of the gang right away. Super great people. Yeah.
It's good to hear.
Awesome. We were just talking about, especially how when it's a show in its first season, it's definitely got to be kind of cool stepping into that pond where, maybe not everybody has like the exact rhythm of what they're doing. So it's got to be really fun being in that dynamic, right?
Oh, yeah, because everybody's discovering their characters and the writers are discovering the story and the characters to write for. And, it's exciting. I was ecstatic when I booked the job.
I feel like the show's a lot of like, you don't want to say genius too flippantly, but there's like a lot of comedic greatness, we'll say, on the show. Do they allow you guys to do a lot of improv, or is it you guys stick really close to the script?
Pretty much stuck close to the script, yeah. I don't know if that evolved, but generally speaking in comedy, you pretty much do stick to the script unless it's kind of in the show that like Larry David's, Curb Your Enthusiasm was all improvised. But generally speaking, you stick to it. They have to stick to time. And also, these writers put so much time and effort over prepositions, you want to honor their writing and stick to it.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, let's break down the show a little bit, and feel free to chime in with your thoughts, and if you want to tease some things you maybe know for the future, we're here for it. We're all ears.
All right.
Okay, so does anybody have the title of this episode? I Am a Fool and did not look at it.
I meant to look at it.
Emily dates a henchman, I think.
Emily dates a henchman.
Oh, well then, no surprises if you read what the title was. You know what was happening here. I like that they're building a phone case at the top of this episode, just because it seems like maybe the most mundane thing we've had them build. Like, they're building, like, umbrellas that can stop
that's really
bombs.
important, though. I'm sorry. Indestructible phone case is so important.
It's useless.
You know how many
It's
times
not
I
even
dropped my phone?
waterproof.
It doesn't have to. First of all, I'm not gonna bring my phone into a water anywhere near water if I can help myself. Second of all, it's important if I keep dropping my phone, it does not break, and I don't have to pay for repair purposes.
Here's why this is silly, because if you drop the phone directly on its thing, it's already says it's going to break. It has to fall a certain way. And on top of that, the OtterBox already exists. If you're like me and you break your phone a lot, go purchase an OtterBox. Someone dropped theirs in Lake Michigan, pulled it out, and it was useful like a month later. Like,
seriously?
Yes, seriously. The OtterBox is a genius product. It already exists. I'm going to need these guys to up their game. It's a little embarrassing that they have not, figured out how to waterproof a phone yet.
Fair enough.
That is true. I mean,
that's the comedy, right? That's the comedy of it. That they're doing all these grand things, but then poof, okay, it's in the beer.
Oh man.
we have not waterproofed that.
I really hope they don't. I hope that the show does not lose their understanding of how important I think their little inventions are to how funny it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's what every week I look forward to. What is the random superhero invention we're going to see today?
Agreed.
Because that brings it's hilarious.
I think for them, because most episode was based on the battering, so I think they were like, we're just gonna
That's
have
what we'll focus on.
we'll focus on that
The
versus
fattest batarang I've ever seen in my life.
That was a legit.
That thing will do some
batarang.
damage.
You know that the show was originally not based on a company that was creating these these devices. It was based on an insurance company.
Yeah.
Oh, it was?
They changed that.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, which I really like because the prop comedy of it just resonates really well, I think, with the tone that they went for. Emily receives a wedding invitation from her ex. First of all, don't do that. Don't invite your ex to your wedding. That's
That actually, for me, that depends. If I'm really good friends with my ex and actually...
Stop it.
I'm friends with most of my
Me and
exes,
Alex
okay?
are right here.
Stop it.
Sorry, not all my exes don't get tripped, no, but not all of them. Like,
Thank you. That's
you're
Steven
mean.
guys.
You're mean. No, but for real, like...
Now I'm wondering, how many does she have? What's the deal here?
I haven't quite... No, but...
The stack of wedding invitations
Right.
sitting on her
No,
desk.
no.
You may
but
want to rethink your strategy. I don't know.
I mean, seriously, like, I feel like you should be friends with your exes. Stop it! Okay. No, but I feel like if you're, like, obviously she did have a relationship with her ex. Okay, first of all, just don't reply to that at all. I wouldn't myself. But if I'm friends with my ex and he's in, yes, I'm gonna go to a wedding. There's no ill will between me and you.
Well, you go to your ex's weddings. Everybody else stay home because nobody is that mature and evolved.
I like to think I am, so I'll take it. I'll take
You're
being
the
mature and evolved,
only
okay?
one on the planet, Chae.
Let's talk
That's
about
it.
this. Let's talk about this and Vanessa Hudgens' extremely intelligent strategy for dating men. How does that work with your 200 point? Do you have a 200 point system? Because it seems like you're on Vanessa Hudgens' page with that.
I don't. Who keeps? I'm sorry, I was with Jackie. Who keeps lists like that? Like,
Very organized people. Type A people. Lists are helpful.
I'm type A, sometimes positive. Okay, like I don't keep a list of anything. I know like my head or what I see in a guy and how if we just vibe. I'm more about connection than I am about he has to have a good job.
So Shay's dating on a spiritual level.
I don't know about you, Michael.
I'm connecting.
Let's have a conversation.
I love energy from people.
Yeah.
I'm an aura person. I love other people's aura. So if me and you are like connecting,
I respect it.
That's what I get with.
So Emily decided to stalk the girlfriend back to 2012, which is another thing you shouldn't do because that's just not healthy behavior. Don't do that.
Not.
I like that we kept up with the race jokes this episode where like, switching a racist grandparent is my white whale, and I was like, I get it. I respect it. Ron, awesome. Okay, so then it is pitched to Emily that she needs a girls' night, much to Wendy's dismay.
You mean Jackie's dismay?
Is it? Jackie?
Wendy's all like, yeah.
I always get these two names
hitting
confused.
the table. Like, she's excited.
Yes, Wendy's excited. Jackie is, not too happy. She's got to deal with her stupid kid. But
they don't hate on this child.
I want to meet her child so bad
I
because
do
she's
too.
painted such a vivid image of like this ADD riddled like terrible awful child that I think it'd be fun if they showed up. But we get to the bar. I really liked going through the because if you've been cruising lately, guys, and you're.
We can see what side of like all the guys on that side, the girls on this
Mike and Alex
side.
are like cruising.
I'm glad I have a secondary gentleman on the show.
appreciate
Though.
Relationships? Are you guys in mature, committed relationships? Is that why I'm getting these looks of like cruising? I don't think so.
Mature and committed
Is that
relationships.
usually applied to heterosexual courting?
I feel
Cruising
like
is
you
usually-
could cruise. I feel like women cruise and men cruise. I feel like it can go
Is
crossways.
that am I just not up with the lingo? Is that what it is?
I think
that's what
traditionally
yeah.
cruising
But
was
I don't know
reserved
either.
for the queer community, for the queer male community, but now in our enlightened age, I like to use it for everybody. Everyone can just be like out there on the hunt.
Well, I'm a terrible cruiser, so
So we get where she's checking out all the guys that she doesn't want to date, which I feel like
Flip flops guy.
no,
My
I'm sorry.
vote was for flip flops guy
I'm
in the
sorry,
bar.
I
was for
respect
you
that.
there of dating him or as the worst guy there.
Dude, I don't know. I think it would have been funny.
I would have checked out too, like, ironic guy with a mustache, bad mustache. He looked like my dog. Like, that's something that actually goes through your head as a girl.
Yeah.
Like, you check it off. Like, okay, I'm not, like, nobody here can check within, like, first 5 minutes if you're gonna.
She did play Arizona pretty bad though. She was like not feeling that at all.
Well, that depends on what school she went to too. It could
Well,
be like
Arizona-
a rivalry thing, or
That
just she
could
just
be.
don't like Arizona State.
I think the idea that it was a party school is maybe Arizona is consistently ranked the #1 party school in America. So there's that. But then she finds Mr. Hot Stuff, Dan, as he's introduced to us. Reggie, as we'll know him by the end. What was your guys' first? I mean, we have been predicting that she was going to get with the baddie. We had, Patrick came on, told us
Showrunner,
that
yeah.
for sure she would fall in love with the bad guy at some point.
And
that
that was
your
my
instincts
prediction
were
from the
on.
first episode.
I
was
thought
so
it was going to
excited.
be this guy. What was your guys' first thought of Dan?
Well, first hot.
Well, he's good looking.
Yeah,
yes.
he's very good looking. Secondly, I mean, all the signs are there. Obviously, I mean,
I liked
Green
him.
Lantern
I
ring.
liked him a
Yeah, I
lot,
bought
but
him as
like,
a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so
He
he's
wasn't
clean
boring.
cut.
Yeah.
he wasn't.
He was dynamic. He had a lot of like, he had a lot of depth in his little character that he kind of brought out. You know what I mean? He was
Yes.
interesting. He was funny. I'd like to see him back.
No, the only thing that was worse when he was just like, I'm focusing on my career.
That was
career as a
hilarious.
henchman. Like,
A comedy
man.
needs to be written. Don't write it. I'm writing it. No, it's
Because we're kind of short on time, I want to kind of speed through this Dan Reggie situation with Emily. So her friends know that she's dating a henchman, but they're like, look, she just needs to date. She's got to get it out there. Let's let it be. Good idea or bad idea? Do you guys let your friend date a henchman or no?
I think it just depends on. We're
On the
not.
friend.
We're not
Yeah.
in Charm City. I mean, I don't know if you were in Charm City. This might be an
They
everyday
could-
occurrence.
A lot of
Okay,
things
well,
would be
okay, for
different
me-
if we were in Charm City.
It's true.
I'll let the guy speak real quick. So if you're since you're a guy, and let's say it was a girl henchman,
A girl henchman.
because that could happen.
A henchwoman.
Henchwoman.
Yes.
A henchdame.
Would
a
you
hench-
want your
hench-
your friends to let you know you're dating a henchwoman?
I think my friends would significantly approve. I don't know.
Henchwomen are pretty badass.
They are.
Bad woman? I don't know.
I think
they
I'd
compare-
probably date a henchwoman knowing that she was a henchwoman.
Yes.
So that,
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. So you guys like the fighters. Very dope.
Mm-hmm.
They compared it to dating a bassist. My best
A
friend is a
bass
bassist, and I feel like I often hook him up with ladies. So, you know, it feels like not so taboo. I like that they were like, you know, you could be dating a henchman, but it's not so bad. She is very upset about it. More maybe by the fact that he lied than the fact that he was a henchman.
That's the whole point. Like, especially with girls, I'm like, just don't lie, please.
We did have that long conversation last week about cheating.
I don't. Yeah.
Just be
Oh, let's
upfront.
not
Just
go down
please
that
be
road
upfront.
again.
We will not revisit.
We're not gonna
but
revisit.
it
I'm just
happened.
saying, like, if you can be man enough to like say I'm kind of done with this relationship, I'd rather you just break up with me than cheat on me personally.
But I think he was using her to get into Wayne Industries.
That is
Yes.
also true.
Yes.
That is also true.
So I
He needed
probably,
those few weeks to.
Yeah, needed to lie
scope.
until he could. Yeah.
So he got in. Emily finds out that he's a henchman, and she enlists Wendy's help. I'm sorry, Jackie's help to double cross him. But she turns out to be pretty bad at it. Did we ever think that Emily had it in her to be a contention for him to actually win? I don't know what to call it, a fight. She didn't really have a plan.
No, she didn't. She was just like, I'm just gonna. Like, I think her plan was like, I'm just gonna yell at him until he feels really bad about the decision he made.
Well, again,
Like,
this was all based on, hey, he's gonna come in, I'm gonna call him out for lying, he's gonna be, I'm sorry, and leave,
Yeah.
and completely forgot about the fact that
he's a
henchman and was using you the whole time. You know,
Girlfriend. Silliness.
it's like if you go yell at a mass murderer, that's a smart plan.
You didn't do it right.
You didn't do
Yeah.
it right.
I kind of hope Emily does eventually find a way to clap back at people. Like, I need her to be able to stand a little firmer in her shoes. We saw her do it a little bit at the beginning and when she got the job, and she was able to turn the tide and get people to
I mean,
like
that
her.
whole scene was just funny. Her facial, she gave the best facial expressions for like being. You're gonna sit here and you're sitting here and listen. Like, I could not stop laughing.
She's so silly.
Vanessa Hudgens' comedic ability is just unbelievable. She is so freaking talented. That whole monologue I was watching her, I mean, because I teach comedy, you know, comedy acting, and I'm watching her, I'm going, that is really technical what she's doing. It's amazing, and she just does it naturally.
It
It's
feels
not easy.
effortless, and I always feel like those are the best performances when
Amazing.
you almost go
Yeah.
unrecognized at what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll jump back to their ending at the end since our two stories merge. In this other story, we have Ron and, oh my gosh, guys, I don't know
Teddy.
their names. Teddy. Teaming up with Van, and they find out Van is into the superheroes, which is funny. He wears... How he got that Robin suit under his suit is my first question, because my goodness.
Skin tight,
That
extra
was-
large shirt.
But there's so much bulk
That was
under
old
it.
school Robin too. That's what was awesome about it.
It was classic.
I actually
I
liked
just
it.
love
That
this
was
at
old school.
squeak. It's great.
I'm going to the opera.
No,
That's
my
just
part.
excuses.
My favorite part was the conversation. She's like, I've been pulling the whole fall and grab breasts since I was little. I had old hairs quit because of it.
Pun intended.
Pun intended.
Sorry.
I'm just like, I don't even know how to respond for Van for that. I really don't.
Nothing surprises me with Van anymore. There's no line
I'm
he
still
won't cross.
surprised. I'm not even gonna
He's
talk. I'm
funny.
kind of still surprised. Like anything he does, I'm always like, he can't be that. I want to say stupid, but that's even harsh for me.
But
he can't be
yeah,
that
no,
oblivious or.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get.
That's the point. That's the comedy
It's the
of it all,
privileged,
right? Yeah.
privileged kid.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's
Now,
funny.
I had a question. at one point, Ron says, 2 Robins have allegedly died.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to put us in a timeline based off that information. If you guys are Batman fans, you know that our 2 Robins that die are Tim Drake and Jason Todd.
Yep.
So do we have, I'm curious, so we either have Stephanie Brown, because she takes over after Tim Drake dies, or we're on to Damian Wayne, who's Robin after that. Technically, at some point, Nightwing comes back, Dick Grayson. So we could be any Robin. It made the timeline very confusing for me.
Well, it can be it can literally be anywhere between
This is true.
after the war, after Jason Todd has died on.
Who do you hope is Robin?
Damian Wayne.
He's the best.
He's the best.
He's the actual son of Batman.
Come
it makes
on.
sense. It's the Robin we always wanted. Anyway,
And it's not because he's a boy. It's not
you
what
sure?
it is. He's just awesome.
I mean, like 4 out of 5 Robins are boys. So
Okay,
it's,
I'm amazed. You got one woman. That's incredible.
Stephanie Brown, yes, for like 3 issues. Anyhow, sorry, I get really excited when I talk about Robin. So then Batman, we don't see him, which is fine. We've been told since the beginning, don't expect Batman. It's Wayne Court, but we're not going to see him, so calm down. What did you guys think about this whole tease exchange? I thought it was a really great way to explore what it must be like to be a citizen and not and be around Batman but never really experience him, because he's supposed to be a legend. He's the Dark Knight. He lives in the shadows. I liked the way they played this. How did you guys feel about it?
I liked it too. The whole thief with the green, looking like a clown type hairstyle.
Definitely looked like a Joker.
Henchman.
Like I so got
Yes.
that feel. Like I was just like, this entire scene was just awesome. Like you're in an alley. I really didn't expect to see Batman, so I'm just like, I was wondering how they're gonna get
Gotham
there.
scene. Yes.
Very.
Alex, how did it hit you?
I really enjoyed it. I think it's kind of like me and Michael were talking about this earlier. Of like they don't have the copyright thing, so it's not like Smallville where they had to call them the red, blue, blur one, and they can call people what they are. But still, it's not fun to give away all the goods. Like I don't want to see Batman in this show because I feel like it's not the point of it all.
No.
So I'm looking forward to what comedy are you going to do to change this up. What's the angle here? And they did a really good job. It was funny.
Definitely. Michael, how'd you like the Batman appearance?
Oh, I
or
loved it. I
non-appearance?
thought it was great. I thought it was very, very smooth, very a classy way of dealing with it, and showing how like goofball-y those guys are. They're just like goofballs. It's like the hero sycophants, you know? They're just, and that's really what the world is that they're creating. It's like, you're right. It's not really about the heroes. It's about the people that are in their midst.
What I like is that they really nailed that idea home in the end when the henchmen see just the Robin suit and they're like, Batman must be nearby. They take off, even though clearly that could not be Robin, guys. Get it together.
He's coming in, he comes in eating the junk food.
Yeah.
But like he's legit eating a hamburger and has a soda, and he doesn't even know what's going on. He just walked
totally
in
oblivious.
like. I need some scissors to get cut out of this. Like we're tied. Like we're gonna help. How are we gonna help you?
People just left your company. Like you just had that big fight with your dad over losing your most important customer, and now like everything could have been ruined for you again this week, and he's just truly oblivious.
Alan Tudyk just hits it home. He's a total home run every time. He's
for
so
sure
great.
a favorite around here.
Awesome.
He's so precious and quite literally a comedic genius. Like without hyperbole, he's just so smart. So that kind of wraps it up for this episode. Emily learns a little bit, but we'll have to see if she gets her dating life back on. Jackie gives her a really great pep speech at the end of like, you gotta get back out there. They're not all gonna be winners. Find one that doesn't lie. Better advice than we've been getting most of this episode. So do with that as you will. Michael, I want to talk to you a little bit before we wrap up about where we can find you next. I know you're going to come back on the show in a couple of weeks.
I don't know.
No?
Did you talk?
Is it? I feel like on IMDb, it's for sure says
I don't know.
It's like you're in like 2 episodes.
Yeah, I know. I was actually at Warner Brothers yesterday for an audition for something else, and I ran into someone from there, and I think they're shooting the last couple of episodes now.
Okay.
And so. But I'm coming back. We're gonna start up production on our 4th season of Henry Danger coming up.
Excellent.
Nice.
And there's a little secret Henry Danger project we can't talk about. In addition, and then there's a couple of films that I was in that are gonna be out later this year. So just
Want to drop some names on us? Where can we find you?
Well, the film George Clooney directed Suburbicon, which is a Cohen brothers movie. So that's coming out later this year. So I have a small role in that, and then. I just did a shoot up in Eureka with Emile Hirsch and Craig Robinson are doing a film that's currently untitled, but it was when I was doing it. It was called An Evening with Beverly Lofland. It's this very quirky weird, really fun movie. So
that's awesome. Yeah. I'm always excited to see your face because I know the Jollies are just around the corner. You know, it's great. When you showed up, we were all like, "Yay! It's gonna be a fun episode."
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Totally. So that was our recap for Powerless. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Why don't everybody tell you guys where you can find you on the internet?
Hey guys, you can find me at Real Chae Jones on Twitter and Instagram.
Hey guys, you can find me at Real Alex Suaraz on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm at Michael DC, that's SEE on Twitter, and Michael D. Cohen on Instagram.
And I'm Joelle Monique. You can find me all over the internet at Joelle Monique, every week at blackgirlnerds.com. If you guys want to head over to Collider, watch the latest episode of Schmoes Know, where we did the Oscar breakdown. I was on that, had a bunch of fun. Also, Magicians every Wednesday. I don't know, so many shows. Comic Book Exchange on Wednesdays, where we break down a new comic book. We just finished The Young Pope, like the whole season, so like binge watch it and then check us out. Thank you guys so much for coming, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.